Okay, art history students, welcome to the Start Here section. So this is the instructions for the first discussion. I hope you guys watch this rather than just do the first discussion based off of the written instructions. And this is also the Meet Your Instructor, and they parallel with each other, so it'll make sense in a moment. So your first discussion is a introductory discussion, so it's getting to know you. So I want you guys to introduce yourself in a really specific way. I want to know who you are, what you study or plan to study. If you don't know exactly, that's okay. You don't have to have all of the answers to all of the questions about your life at this exact moment. Okay, here comes the fun questions. When and where in time would you go if you had a time machine? There is a history element to this class. We're going to talk about history chronologically. We're going to talk about people and places and events and all that kind of stuff. So do not be that student that's like, I'd just go surfing, so it doesn't matter when in history I would be. Don't be that person. Give it a little bit of thought. Where would you go? What would you want to see? What would you want to know? Right? Is there a thing that you're like, I always wondered how that was done, right? Any of that kind of stuff. So that comes to our why would you go, when and where you would go, right? You get 100 words to talk about this, so give us the why, right? Is it personal? Would you want to go see Meemaw when Meemaw was young, your age, that kind of stuff. And then just for fun, how do you get your caffeine? Do you drink coffee, pop, soda, any of that kind of stuff? So I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself. So my name is Lacey. Um, just you can just when you email me and that kind of stuff, you can just write Lacey. I much prefer that level of familiarity versus Professor Shamball. That sounds too much. So I went to West Virginia University for my undergraduate degree in art and art history, and then I went to Clemson University for my master's. So that's who I am and what I studied and where. So if I had a time machine, I think I would go back to the early or kind of just after the beginning of the Roman Empire. This was a time when the world was shrinking. Groups were in contact with each other that hadn't really been in contact with each other a lot previously. Trade was massive. So there's information, technology, language moving all over the world, and it's really changing the world at that time. There was a lot of advances happening at that time with technology and whatnot, and it just really was changing everything. And I think that would be a really exciting time in history to go back and see. And that's why. And then for some reason, the text's not there. So just for fun, how do I get my caffeine? I drink coffee in the morning with two creams. I gotta have the cream, but no sugar. The sugary coffee is kind of yucky. So, but if you don't drink caffeine, if you're one of those people, good for you, and don't start because you'll end up being one of those people that has to have it every day. So keeping these short and sweet. Okay, so there's all the information. Check your course calendar for when it's due. If you're like, what's the course calendar? There's another video up or down or somewhere that talks about the course navigation. So you're going to want to check that course calendar. All right, email me if you guys have any questions. Thank you. Thank you.